Opening day. It's a new season, we've got new players, there's new possibilities, we could do anything, we could win it all. Wait, what? No. The Melbourne Ice lose the 2014 season opener with a 9-2 loss to the Sydney Ice Dogs. When the game started, we just didn't seem ready to play. We were slow, we were struggling to skate hard, we were out of position, and the Ice Dogs took great advantage of that. A couple of the good players were Simon Barge for the Ice Dogs. He had 4 goals and 3 assists for 7 points. And he was just all over the place. There just seemed to be no stopping him. Tim Noding was in net for the Ice Dogs. He made 30 saves on 32 shots. He had a save percentage of .938 and was averaging 2 goals per game, which is kind of only one game, so maybe we shouldn't count that. To put that in comparison, Kimlin's save percentage was .919 in 2013, and his goals against average was 2.46. So either we're looking at a really small sample size of one game, or Noting's better than Kimlin, and that's scary. Talking about the Ice for a little bit now, there was a lot of defensive breakdowns all over the place. Whether it was in the neutral zone or in our own zone, it just seemed like our players just weren't communicating well enough because no one was talking, no one knew where to put it to, and the Ice Dogs had simple turnovers. We did get to see Jeff Smith for the first time, and by God, he is a huge unit.
Hi, I'm Jeff Smith.
Now, admittedly, he has had no training sessions with us, and he has literally just come off the plane to play for us, so I really didn't expect too much from him. But yeah, the Ice do need a lot of work in their defensive zones, a lot of their defensive strategies, a lot of their defensive discipline. It all needs to have a lot of work. Now, it wasn't all bad news for the Ice. We did have some positive signs. I was really impressed with Paul Lazzarotto. He spent a lot of time on the special teams and the power play and the penalty kill, and he looked pretty confident and reliable out there. He didn't seem to make too many mistakes while he was out there. Sam Hoddick was someone who also really impressed me. It seemed the further the game went on, the better he got. He ended up seeming to do every other shift during the third period there. And Matt Armstrong was playing his 100th game for the Ice. He got 2 goals for 2 points. He was one of the people who knows that the Ice can play better than what they did last night, and so he was trying to make a lot of things happen. Now, this is going to sound like an odd statement because we lost 9-2, but I thought the goaltending was actually not too bad. Gustav Hoot started in net. He made 10 saves on 14 shots, giving him a save percentage of .714 and a goals against average of 9.52. Rick Ashton went in about halfway through the second. He got 13 saves out of 18 shots for a .722 save percentage and an 8.93 goals against average. Now, obviously, those are horrible stats, and no AIHL team in its right mind would put in a goalie who would put up those sorts of stats. So, what happened? Both Gustav and Rick made really good first saves. It was just a case of they were facing a lot of unmarked players in really good spots, giving up seemingly easy goals. Well, easy from the shooter's point of view anyway. Another thing I was really impressed with the Ice was their scoring potential. Both teams registered 32 shots on net, and most of those shots were quality shots, and I've already explained how good Noding was. Now, I'm looking at scoring potential as different to Corsi. Now, remember, Corsi is shot attempts, not the official shot on goals. The Ice Dogs managed to deflect a lot of shots away from net, which means the Ice took a lot of shots, but they never ended up on the official statistics. Also, the Ice Dogs took a lot of quality shots, but that was because they were afforded time and space to get really good quality shots on. So if you look at those 2 points, the Ice Dogs probably had a worse Corsi than the Ice, but we don't have those statistics, so I can't tell you for sure. And the other thing, talking about scoring potential, just think of the people who we've got to come back from Australian duties. Well, where to from here? It's easy with a 9-2 scoreline to say onward and upward because that's the only way you can go. So we've got the Mustangs next week. A couple of things I think we need to focus on. I talked before about players returning from the Australian squad. How's this for a list of players? Liam Webster, our captain. Tommy Powell, the assistant captain. Austin McKenzie, Mitch Humphreys, Todd Graham. I said before how they looked a little flat. Those players know how to fire up, so they will certainly help us a long way into getting towards that. Something else they have to look at is their defensive positioning and discipline. They need to look after their goalies. Their goalies are doing their jobs, but they're being let down because the defense isn't helping them out. Trust me, I'm a Leafs fan. I know what that looks like. We need to focus more on what makes us good. We've won good old cups. We've made the playoffs a lot of times. We've played really well in our warm-up games this year. We know we can play better than that. Find those things and focus on them. We need to keep our shot counts high. 32 shots on net is a really good place to start. Let's see if we can beat that next game. Because as a great man once said, good things happen when you shoot.